dissolving the foundations of dialogue. A clever way to manipulate discourse is a little class of magic tricks sometimes referred to as polylogism, more formally known as standpoint epistemology. The term polylogism was coined by the eminent liberal economist Ludwig von Mises in reference to the idea that there is no single, universal logic. In polylogism, logical structures and reasoning are bound to specific groups, like classes in Marxist polylogism or races in racial polylogism. But this makes rational dialogue across groups impossible because arguments from one group are dismissed a priori as products of their group logic, to avoid having to contend with the argument in question. This, if it takes hold culturally, inevitably renders any attempt to find the truth despairing, and any attempt we might make to persuade each other pointless. Standpoint epistemology holds that a marginalized position in society, through factors like gender, race, or class, etc., provides unique epistemic advantages. Under this framework, the marginalized ones have access to special knowledge depending on the specific way in which they were marginalized. This is the gnosis of the oppressed. Let's look at some examples of this dark magic being cast IRL. This is the most basic of the lines we're exploring in this video. It's pretty simple. Through some intersectional metric like wealth, sex, gender identity, race, sexuality, weight, etc., you are on the privileged side and hence do not share the lived experience of someone on the marginalized side. Given that said lived experience is what provides the gnosis required to have valid opinions, you do not have that gnosis. Hence, you should shut the fuck up. This one is more specific. It only applies to the male-female dialectic. Since only females have the lived experience of the hardships that come along with having a uterus, chief among them pregnancy, only females have the gnosis required to have valid opinions about the legitimacy of ending pregnancies. So shut up, males.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
This one is the most shocking to me personally. First, it assumes that black people are a collective, a class, and a marginalized class at that, due to historical oppression. As a result, it believes there is a collective black experience and collective black interests, which give rise to a collective black opinion. If a white person disagrees with the black opinion, they need to recognize the epistemic shortcomings that arise from their white privilege, get woke, and advance the dialectic by adopting the black opinion. If a black person dares to disagree with the so-called black opinion, they're seen as a race traitor full of internalized oppression. There's the so-called black face of white supremacy. They're the black faces that don't want to be black voices. Basically, you either become a revolutionary or you don't have gnosis and your opinion is instantly invalidated, and you can shut the fuck up. Now, notice how all three instances of this woke polylogism are about how the people with the gnosis get to be instantly right, and anyone who dissents doesn't have the gnosis and can go shut the fuck up. It's almost like the point of polylogism is to control all political and cultural conversations by preemptively invalidating dissent and sanctifying agreement to the cause, whatever the cause may be. That's it for today. Get out of here.